Alright, so I thought I'd take it a bit easy today and just talk about something simple, and that's just camera angles. So, it's nothing too crazy. Let me just take out my jacket real quick. Alright, so let's get into this. So yeah, right there's a pretty quick example of two different angles. But yeah, with the camera angle, all you really have to do is just, control where your camera's gonna be. So it could be right here, or it could be over there, It doesn't really matter where it is. It just, as long as you're changing up the shot somehow, you're just basically moving around your camera, around your scene, and now you just got a couple of different angles right now. The hardest part of doing this, switching angles and whatnot, is just making sure you continue it off where you left off, or, you make sure that you resay everything so then you can cut it off at a good point and then switch it to another angle. It's just, that's the hardest part of camera angles. And yeah, it could be pretty much anywhere, It could be on the side, it could be from a far away, it could be in the back, just as long as, the characters turn into the scene, or, people come into the scene. It's nothing really hard. It's really simple. It really keeps the scene interesting just because the camera's always changing, so then, the eye's constantly moving, and that's what adds to some filming scenes. And you could totally see this in some films, like, I just watched Pig, and you could basically see this in any movie. Like, not all movies will do this, but some movies will do this, where, like, they'll start out with a back out shot like this, where the camera is super far away, just so then, you just got a nice view of the environment and the characters in the scene. And they'll switch to some closer shots like this, where now the scene is a lot more secluded, but since you saw the back out shot, you kind of have an idea of where you are and all the characters, where they're basically going to be sitting or standing. And then sometimes the camera will get really close to the characters and the camera will be right on their face. And I'll show an example of this in The Pig. Now, it won't be very straightforward when you're watching movies, of course. They'll, like, switch between the shots, but, like, it's pretty interesting. Like, say if there's something you're learning on screen, or if there's, like, a crime going on and they're trying to investigate something, like, the back out shot will be setting up the scene, just showing, where the characters are at and what they're discussing about. And then as things begin to wrap up and people are putting puzzles together, the camera will get closer to their face. And then when they're really coming to a conclusion, it's really a close-up on their face, being like, yo, this is where it's going down. And this can be seen in Pig. A big zoom-out shot showing the whole restaurant of where everybody's talking and doing their own thing. And the two main characters and the third character coming in. Like, just the way they set up that is to, show you the area they're in, and then to understand where they're at, and, of course, what they're going to be talking about. And then when the main character, Robin Feld, or Robin, or Rob, the main character, as he's slowly talking more and more and getting the chef more into his conversation, talking about his past, and then talking about, what he's become and stuff, like, the camera will slowly come in closer, and then it'll soon be, like, zoomed in on his face once everything's slowly wrapping up, and, like, the chef finally comes to conclusions like, shoot, I'm gonna tell this guy what I know. Not where I know, but what I know. But yeah, that's just a quick example, and I'm pretty sure there's other traces in other movies. I've seen it, like, a couple of times, but, like, that's just a way for the director and, like, the camera people to add some kind of tension with the angles of the camera. So, it's just something to look at. It's a mixture of detail that when you're watching a movie you can watch, but, like, a lot of them just slip under the radar, and there's other signs that are given from the camera angle, and that's just one of them that I've noticed, but there's probably other ones, but I just need to, like, look at more films and just analyze it more. But yeah, hopefully that's interesting. That's all I really want to make today, is just this dumb angles video. Hopefully it was somewhat enjoyable. I'm just goofing off. I just want to make something simple since I uploaded 2 videos yesterday. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.